if I say I am my own mentor, I coach, guide, counsel, advise myself. Sounds weird, right? Strange. What he's talking about. Wait, I'm going to tell you how. For that, you have to stay tuned with me till the end of my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests, Assalamu alaikum, very good evening and Shubha Shandha. So when we usually talk about mentorship, a boss or leadership characters comes into our mind. There are leaders who rule, instruct, even sometimes dominate to others. But there are other types of leaders who do whatever is good, better for his or her employees. They guide them, motivate them, share their experience and ideas. So mentorship is this second types of leadership. In my career life and personal life, I have got a couple of mentors, informally and informally, from whom I learned a lot and throughout my career and personal life journey. So I'm going to share just few of those stories and see how mentorship helps to grow. In my Microsoft career, I got two persons I can remember. They were my vertical indirect boss, seniors, based in the region. So these two people were my vertical boss in two different position time, but both of them has supported me very well. Not only guiding me, helping me and giving me tips and all those things, but also sometimes they go beyond limit. They chase debate with my bosses or the company management to support my arguments. Sometimes they recommend me for my next career move. The other guy I remember, he's not a senior but a similar kind of colleague, but he's a very techie guy, he's a Singaporean guy, and he's a very hardworking 24/7 kind of guy. So I was working in a project in Grameenphone against our competition, and this project took me, for my persistency, it took me 2 years to win the project at the end. So after winning this project, and during this time, actually this guy supported me very well. I mean, no matter he is out of my country, from virtually, over email, coming down to Dhaka, he helped me all through all the time. And there was other people, but that person was remarkable. So after end of the project, after winning the project, I have submitted a nomination for an internal company award. Trust me, I didn't have a small doubt to put his name in that nomination paper as my co-partner. Despite I knew that my credibility, my achievement, even the monetary benefit I'm going to get would be dividing between two of us. The other person I want to mention, this is not from my profession, it's from my writing career. It's not a career actually, I'm an amateur writer. I sometimes used to write articles and stories. So the person I'm going to talk about, he is a senior person and he was a senior reporter and sub-editor in some of the newspapers. So he often read my articles and stories and he often admired me, praised me, sometimes he criticized my works and sometimes he gave me suggestions. So I remember one small story about him. Once he has selected one of my story to publish in a Bengali magazine, which was actually thrown by the editor of that magazine saying that it's a garbage. Interestingly, after a few years, that same story became one of the top 10 story among 5,000 stories in a nationwide story writing competition organized by Phillips and Prothomalo. So these are some examples. And in Toastmaster also, last 2 years, I am getting a lot of informal and formal mentor, and they are helping me in my skills and speaking development. Mr. A.P. Dayatne, Taslim Bhai, Zahid Bhai is not here, and even Mr. Mark Brown, whom the world champion of public speaking. I met him in Agra, Delhi. I witnessed his speeches. I talked with him, and he inspired me. So these are some of the examples of mentorship, how mentorship can help you to improve whatever work you are doing. So now come to the point. Last few years, I'm trying to learn a very tough word called no. One of the Indian telecom company offered me a very lucrative job. I said, no. In a big IT project, I supposed to be engaged, but when I found that there is a possibility of corruption, I back off. A beautiful girl approached me, and I said, so these are all the once in a lifetime kind of situation where I had to take the toughest decision. But who was my mentor? Who guided me to take all those decisions? Can you guess? It's me. It's myself. My inner instinct. The people I met with, work with, live with, their experience, their stories, their advice, their experience, their guidance, all those I have fulfilled in myself that helped me to take all those toughest decisions. So now you know my point that I said at the very beginning of my speech, that how I become my mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters is the place where you can become a mentor or a mentee, and there are huge opportunities to learn a lot. So take the advantage of mentorship, mentors surrounded to you, good mentors surrounded to you. Talk to them, get their experience, take their guidance, and fulfill yourself in such a way that will help you to become your own mentor. And remember one thing, never forget to be grateful to them, your mentors. Thank you for listening to me. Over to you, Toastmasters.